Ronin. And oh well, the Mantis ship, I forgot.
Good day, Captain.
I know you were gonna get off here.
Welcome aboard the UC Vigilance. Did you have any questions before I escort you to the commander?
What can you tell me about the UC Vigilance?
I'm not authorized to divulge information about this vessel. Suffice to say, it's one of the toughest ships in the UC's arsenal.
Before I meet Commander Kande, is there anything I should
Yeah, listen to him carefully. The commander's a one-and-done kind of officer. In other words, he hates to repeat himself. Other than that, just observe standard military decorum, and it should keep you from serving any time on the ship's cleaning detail.
Nope. Maybe just
Understood? If you'd follow me, please. So, you're the vanguard that took down that terramorph on Tau Ceti. You've made quite an impression around here. Everyone upstairs is talking about it. Damn. That must have been one hell of a firefight. I almost regret missing out on all the fun. Of course, we don't normally see that kind of action on the Vigilance, but we have our moments. All right, Vanguard. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Akande should be waiting for you. Good luck.
Excuse me. The fleet call us sharks. They know what happens when we see red.
Now that's just bracing. Kinda nice though.
Yes.
Yes, Commander.
What?
I believe we have something important to discuss. Ah, there you are. Commander Kibwe Kande, UC Sysdef. Glad to have you aboard. I was beginning to think you were having second thoughts about Commander Tuala's offer.
Tuala convinced me it would be for the greater good. So here I am.
It appears he certainly picked the right person for the job. So, now that you're part of the team, allow me to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance, Sysdef's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet.
Impressive ship, but I don't see where I fit in.
Whether this ship is impressive or not, you're the key element that we've been lacking. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse.
Oh, if you get me in the room with them, I can talk about anything.
Good. I have just the right place for you to start. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention.
Sounds simple.
You'd better hope so. Saoirse won't be easy to dupe. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know.
Point the way, I'll get it done.
Eager to get going? Good. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. I wouldn't expect any less. Look, Before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC Sysdef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control.
I can stay in the corner.
That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck.
Out of curiosity, how do I make contact with you?
That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own. Dismissed.
When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat. I don't got many friends, so I figure I gotta level with you. My past keeps showing up. I should get ahead of it before I get behind it. Hell, this is tougher than I thought it was gonna be.
Just take the leap and start talking.
Right. When I turned 18, my dad used one of his many connections to get me my first real job. That, plus the magical co-family name, meant I was shipping freight out of Aquila. If there's a way to take the wonder out of space, it was working for that outfit. Every milligram of helium-3 accounted for. Timetables down to the second. Too busy to ever really appreciate anything. Or even look up.
That sounds terrible.
And the pay? Well, it paid for my apartment, but that's about all I can say for it. So, an opportunity comes by from the boss man. He says, run this job, don't ask questions, and there's a bonus. Hell, I was still just a kid. I jumped on it. I knew I wasn't shipping some dried mangoes, but suddenly, God help me, it was fun.
Oh, this did not end well, did it?
You think? So, more jobs started coming. And everywhere I went, suddenly dangerous people were much better armed. I'd hear about armed conflicts and civilian casualties. Innocent casualties. And I'd pretend that wasn't me. Maybe I wasn't smuggling weapons, maybe I was carrying something else. As long as I never open the boxes, I can keep pretending.
But you didn't kill any of those people. You know that, right?
Not directly. And I'd tell myself they'd get guns from someone else. But in my heart, I knew blood was on my hands. Soon the boss man's relying on me, and the pay was nice. We also started partying a lot together. Hard. There are whole weeks that are blank. Never had a lick of trouble. Till I did.
Now the boss took advantage.
Yeah, but it takes two to tango. To this day, I don't know what I was running that last job. But it was tasty enough, a whole mess of Crimson Fleet jumped me at the rendezvous. Yeah, a sane man would have been scared. But I looked at my pissant trading skiff's dual cannons and shouted, "Oh, this is on!" Yeah, I blew up one of the pirates before they realized that I was out of my gourd. I managed to get them down to 2 left before every system I had was fried. I was done. And that should have been the end. But that's when the Rangers showed up.
I can absolutely see you doing that.
Yeah, well, I don't flinch from living life on the edge a little. Anyway. And then, dependable and straight as an arrow, Lillian Hart came on the comm, and well, it's like hearing the voice of an angel. The Rangers took them out, no problem. Oh, that's fuzzy, though. See, I passed out. And when I came to, Lillian was there. Seems the Rangers were impressed with me. Offered me a job. Yeah, by all rights, it should have been a prison cell, but Lillian, she saw something in me. And I took the job. And that's it. All my cards are on the table.
Yeah, you ain't that kid no more. You're probably a better person for it.
Well, after I hit bottom, I learned a lot. Fast. But the thing that scares me is Cora. I mean, I gotta tell her someday. Sometimes the way she looks at me, I'm not worthy of that. But to see that look gone...
Nah, she thinks the world of you. You'll be fine.
It's easy for you to say. Just so you know, all this is why Lillian is something else. And I know you're right. I need to let her into Cora's life in a big way. I just need to get up the nerve to talk with her. Well, for now, let's do something more cheery. Like getting a root canal.
Howdy.
Ma'am.
All right, we don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood?
I think I
Well,
understand.
you better. Commander Akande's entire operation is resting on your shoulders. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig.
I was like, you have a personal vendetta against the Crimson Fleet.
You're damn right I do. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard.
Don't worry, I'll bring you as much evidence as I can find.
That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, there's one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts.
Chris, now you speaking my language.
Commander Akande came up with the idea. He was concerned you might not help us simply because it was the right thing to do. All right, we've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed. I'll be here if you have any more questions.
But I got
Hey, hello. Hey.
Hello.
Yes?
Stay away from the Sixth Circle unless you're a minor. Or at least you'll come find me if anything happens.
Oh, hi there.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy.
I made a sample.
Wouldn't be the first time I've heard that line. Oh, don't give me that look. I'm just having a laugh. What have you got for me?
Take a look at that. Sample.
Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
You can't handle it. Point me to someone who can.
All I'm going to point at is the ceiling, with my middle finger. Get that stuff out of here before UC security catches on. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit. You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
I bet you do.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Not many places older than Aquila. This. Old stories, old planet.
What a day, huh? Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away.
Take a look at the sample. Miss Bowden said you could summon them.
Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first.
Sure, Roy's never said anything about that.
Yeah, well, she isn't running the show here. I am.
This whole thing's giving me the worst sort of deja vu.
If you want me to move that shipment for your pal here, you're going to do whatever the hell I want. You got that? Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back.
Nah, I'll just pay his debt right now so we can get down to business.
Feel free to throw as many credits in my face as you want, but that isn't the point. We need to make an example out of this guy. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the Deimos miners' quarters. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable-looking guy in the entire place.
Hey, careful around the equipment. Don't want to use an arm.
Yeah, okay, it's an elevator.
I could use a break.
Something I can help you with?
Other cat sent me to teach you a lesson. No, I'm here to collect the credit shield to other.
Adler Kemp. Who the heck is that?
They're serious about the debt, so. You know what? Screw this. I don't really have time to play games.
What? Play what games? You're obviously confusing me with someone else. Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. I just want to go home, wash off the dust, and relax. This has been fun, though. Whatever.
I'll go back and tell her that you said
Adler. Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? Yeah, sorry. I thought you were talking about someone else. I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Sound good? Yeah?
I don't think I was gonna be selling that option.
Well, I mean, he doesn't really have a choice. Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right?
It's funny how whenever someone's there to collect a debt, everyone's as poor as a list dirt farmer.
what games? Why are you doing this to me? I don't have the money.
There must be some way we can both.
No, it's not that simple.
Worth a wish. Always be back later.
No way! I'm already working my
Damn.
fingers to the bone.
Don't you realize that we're on the same side here?
Ah, that makes a lot of sense, now that I think about it. Please, tell Adler I'm sorry for trying to wiggle out of the debt. I didn't have much of a choice.
Take this to him.
A friend offered me a nice cushy office job.
Have something for me? There, would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message?
I'm not giving the money.
Well,
right now.
damn. If you want to make a name for yourself in this racket, you can't pull any punches. Still, you got my credits back, so it's not a complete loss. You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more. You think you can handle running with my, associates?
Yeah, I'm interested.
I'm interested? Come on. You're not shopping for real estate here. I'm offering you a crack at some real money. So can you handle it or what?
If you think they can handle.
That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
Look who finally had the guts to show up. Looks like Adler finally did something right for once. So, big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join our crew.
Damn right I am.
Betting your life on that? Because the only way out of our organization is with a warhead up your grab drive. So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead.
What options do I have to complete this job?
Kill Rake? That's your only option? If you want my advice, there's only one way to guarantee he dies. Turn the Ragana into space junk. Only way to be sure.
Consider it done.
It's done when Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep me waiting for long.
want any trouble.
You have a crewman on board.
All right. And what are your intentions with these crewmen?
The fleet wants us and Rick dead. I'd like to board your ship and talk about how to spare you.
Well, normally I would say no, but frankly, it will be safer for us that way. All right, you can dock. We will talk then.
No, ship, stop! It's the fast.
Ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smush the
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. First, tell me which one to use, Osprey.
That is not something I am going to do, not until you reveal your intentions. As far as you are concerned, I am Austin Rake. You want him? You're going to have to kill me. Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about?
I told you. The fleet wants Austin dead, but I want to resolve without violence.
You really do not know which one of us is Rake, do you? And you do not seem to care either, which makes me think you really want to save him. Okay,
Yes.
I have idea. We can strike his name from Manifest, make it so he was never on board. Then, when we dock, we will leave him on this ship and deliver him to another port.
Yeah, that's pretty better. Deliver him to Sysdef. If the fleet find out about the deal, we'll both be exposed.
That is fair. We do not want any part of the fleet. Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
It does not appear you do. Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship and we will make sure Rake was never on ours. And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had an extra crate of supplies loaded, in case one got damaged. This should be proof you were not here to bargain.
Good idea. Yeah, put your stuff away. It's 5 y'all in small. Y'all know what I am.
Textbook there. We're free.
Oh, there's that.
Damn Mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target practice? Concentrate fire. That won't even leave a scratch. I need those shields back online. faster after you jumped into the fight. Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate.
Austin Rick is dead. The Ragnar survived.
No kidding. That'll make Delgado happy, seeing as our hands are clean. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but at least you got the job done. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear?
Good. It's about to
You
answer.
better stow that crap before you make me change my mind. And now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long.
That wasn't exactly an easy initiation, but at least they trust us. Not as far as they can throw us, but in time we'll shed those kilos. Docking complete. These are the good guys, right? Please tell me Sysdef are the good guys.
Captain Williams, do you require my assistance?
I had a friend in Ghana. I hope I'll be able to see him next time we're on shore leave.
Sometimes we'll take the long-range fighters out for grav jump and control high-traffic orbits from there.
Do you have anything to report? We got the message from the Ragana about Austin Rick. We had him dropped off at a separate port, off the books. Suffice to say, he's got a lot to answer for.
Both. And every other report you're gonna cite.
That's a smart line to follow. Part of this role you're playing means having to make hard choices. Just remember not to lose yourself in the part.
I hate to say it. Sometimes folks gotta die. But this was not one of those situations.
Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know we were the ones that hired Ecliptic to attack Neva's ship. There was concern after what happened with the Ragana that you might have trouble earning Neva's trust. Coming to her rescue ensured that would not be a problem. Ah, so I take it you have good news. Were you able to join the fleet?
It does seem like I passed their initial
Then
test.
it worked. You're in. Sounds like everything is going as expected. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet.
Good, then everything's going according to plan.
Yes, you passed your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, That either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda?
I was told to meet Neva at the key.
Where you'll meet Delgado, no doubt.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
Ugh, no one said there was gonna be homework.
I assure you, there is only information that is pertinent to the mission. Our dossiers are designed to be succinct. In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success. Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
Heard the Regana made it to port with
Things
zero
are progressing rather
casualties.
quickly.
Nicely done.
I'm sure the commander is pleased.
Mission Division, this is upgrading your shielding.
That's right. It's something we've requested a while ago, in preparation for a future conflict with the fleet. Once we finalize everything and run a few tests, we'll have the defenses needed for a jump to the Crick system when the time comes.
Why is it called the Crick system?
The system was originally called Alpha Ophiuchi, until a flag was planted there by Jasper Crix, the founder of the Crimson Fleet. Since it was crucial that space travelers avoided that system, navigators marked it as Crix on star maps as a warning. They could have just as easily labeled it Crimson Fleet, so I'm guessing the pirates themselves were responsible for spreading their leader's name. Over the years, people forgot the system's original designation and started calling it the Crix system. It's been that way ever since. Good luck on the key.
Probably definitely gonna get more shit. My problem is though, I want to be able to disable ships, like bring out my dragon.
How can I be of service, Captain?
I'm probably gonna have to.
Get out of my base. You said the take was 10K, but it was 30. Big difference on 40% of 10 versus 30.
You wanted 4K, you got 4K. Not my problem.
If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
You kidding me?
Captain.
Way to make a mess in front of my new rook.
Hey, steal from me and get caught. You're better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener.
Captain Williams, greetings.
The hell took you so long? Forget how to grav jump or something?
I'm sorry I kept you waiting.
Never apologize. Not if you want anyone in the fleet to respect you. And if they don't respect you, put a gun to their head and they'll get the message. But all that aside, you made it. So now, you get to hear a nifty history lesson. Pencils ready? Good. This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the fleet's base of operations. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together.
I bet really pissed off that you see that you're using their station here.
You think? And that's only part of it. I'll let Delgado fill you in on the whole story. He tells it better anyway.
but I can give you the short version while we walk the station.
I'm sure the UC is happy with you guys rubbing their nose in their biggest, most monumental mistake.
Anyway, I'll tell you all about the key, but it's better if I show you too. Follow me. All right, history time. So, the key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock. The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, lock, key. Cute, huh? Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the key, credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nev. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. And you always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the Lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss. On the right, you've got Bradley from the Trade Authority. I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the Last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station, the Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rape? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering.
That's probably gonna get infected.
That's amusing. I don't think I've heard that one before. Oh wait, yes I have. You might as well dispense with all the stupid jokes. I've been hearing them for years. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the fleet, I'm a prime target for information. Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have. For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety.
I bet you don't get out
It's
much.
been over 5 years since I've stepped off the key. Leaving this place puts far too much at risk. Now, let me get you set up. A moment while I convene with the core. Thanks to advanced modifications even Ryujin would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done. All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us.
Any other modifications I need to know about?
None. Other than my chest and arm modifications, I am but a simple man. Is the interview over now? Can we get back to work?
Time to make those creds.
The perfect segue into my final subject. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, we always have a steady stream of jobs available. I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time, using the computers that surround the core.
Sounds like we've been doing a lot of business together.
If Neva's chosen wisely, we certainly will. Now, I believe that covers all I have to say, so you can run along to Delgado. Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find your way from there, I hope.
Alright, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired. Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
I always thought heat leeches were just
I hope
pests.
you came with credits.
Never considered
Hey,
trying to
I'm always ready to take credits off your hands.
Imagine having your
Hunter Wolf. Starfield. Power B. Nee. 90s across the board. I got a Veyron's in it. Hundreds. Nah. No defenses, it's just wait. A mark. Oh, it's on your face. Huh. Instigation. What is instigation? I seen it on the skill tree.
won't tear them off.
Don't miss me too much.
investigation is force an NPC on your level to attack their allies for like. Huh. Hey, fight for me, bruh. How that works.
I used to work for a medical. More a monkey suit and everything. Seems
All right, let's get this over with.
Oh no, they go straight to resources. Okay. So a little bit of shit like that.
Whatever.
Rook. Weapons, ammo, mods, whatever you need.
Well, well. Neva's new hotshot. I knew you'd find your way back to my little corner of the key. Everyone always does.
Let's get the intro. I'm here to buy.
Hey, if you want to pour credits into my pocket, you won't hear any arguments from me. I carry most of the standard hardware. You know, kinetics, electromags, energy, even a few explosives. Occasionally, I stock a few smuggled items. Basically the stuff Sysdef doesn't want you to play with. Just don't screw me over or I'll be inclined to give you a free demo. With your head as the target.
Oh, let me guess, you got trust issues.
Oh, we all have trust issues here. A little advice, Sadiqi? The fleet's trust can't be bought. You earn it. You bleed for the fleet bleeds for you. Pure and simple. Anyone who says otherwise is either lying or getting ready to stab you in the back.
I suspect this has roots in something very personal.
Oh, please, I don't need your concern. All I care about is separating you from your credits. So let's leave our professional relationship at that, all right?
Alright, I'm interested. What do you have in stock?
Whatever you need. As long as you can afford it.
Anything cool? Feather. Oh, titanium build. Fury. Max 100. We're not bullets real fast. Pirate Legend. Oh, damage and space. Yeah, that would make sense. What is this? Oh, that's so damn high. Sheesh. It's all modded out too. Like, that's 202 in comparison. That's crazy. That has no mods on. Yeah, that's no mods. This is fully modded. Okay. Anything else? I might get that shotgun. Yeah, I might get that shotgun. The breach one.
Need more weapons or ammo? Come see me.
The right. You want to survive? My gear may not be bulletproof, but it's damn near close.
I'll take a look at what you have.
The right gear will be the difference between life or death.
Who's over there? Space 107. 128, 32. It's not terrible. 12, 24. What's mine? Yeah. Let's not catch that. Could get a different pack though. If it wasn't for the extra stuff though. I need something better to drop. Might change my helmet just because the helmet's not really that great. Bowstring is a cool, like, just added bonus. But, you know, you gotta be low health. And I don't know the percentages. I'm guessing 10 for every, like, 10%. Let's grab this one. I can mod it up a little bit. Apparel. see about the ships.
See ya.
Ah, there's our other new recruit. So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet.
I'm just waiting to cash in.
You and everyone else on this station. Keep following orders, and you'll get paid. It's as simple as that. All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires. The only way out is death. You stay loyal, or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before yourself.
Got it, boss.
Boss? Good. You're getting it already. I like that.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire time, Mathis. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get to your next job. Pack your cold weather gear, Rooks. Where we are going, you're going to need it.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarol for another one of your little initiation runs. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead Rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn campfire story.
Crix's legacy is no story, Neva. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help me search those ruins.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lot cost us a ton of credits. And a decent captain.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. On Suvorov with Jasper Crix. Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there, we're going to be the ones to find it.
How many initiation tests do I gotta go through?
What? Were you expecting a goddamn graduation ceremony? Think I'm just going to slap a skull on you and send you on your way? Make no mistake, you are being tested all the time. Every job you take will be under constant scrutiny. And Neva? Oh, she's just waiting for you to screw things up.
Maybe you should tell me more about Crix's legacy.
Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking about a major score. One that would set up the fleet to be a big player in the settled systems. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix's legacy. And everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing, or dead. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead. And I would wager we will find one on Suvorov.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a very old slate. Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording, and not a lot of facts. Some of us believe in it more than others.
Don't listen to her. When we get our hands on Crix's legacy, the fleet will be operating at a completely different level. We will become more than a match for UC Sysdef.
Be unstoppable.
Exactly. Now you're beginning to understand. Okay, enough discussion. We have got a lot of work to do. To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into your ship's computer. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook. Don't keep me waiting.
Level 39 and an experiment Rook.
Life without this.
About time you got here.
I told you you were wasting your time, Del.
crap, let's get out of business.
That is why we're here. And Mathis, I am running things around here, so keep your mouth shut. You got that?
Fine.
All right, listen up because I am only going to go through this once. We are here to dig up any info about Grix's legacy. We are not here to scrap for loot. Whatever you pick up, don't think, don't get creative, bring it straight to me.
Don't worry, Mathis is incapable of thinking.
If that was supposed to be a joke, I am not laughing.
Don't worry about laughing, Delgado. It'll be a goddamn laugh riot when I split open his head with a crowbar.
All right, that's enough. If either of you want to fly with the Crimson Fleet, then you need to follow one simple rule. When you're on a job, you do exactly what I say. No questions asked. If that doesn't work for you, just say so, and I will leave you on this ice ball without a ship. You will be dead within hours.
Yeah.
Understood.
Oh, and there's one more thing. Your little friend can tag along until we get to the outer doors of the prison, but I will be damned if I'm letting them inside.
So, I'm doing what? Freezing my cojones off? Oh, thanks for that, Delgado. I'll remember this come your birthday.
We have a lot of ground to cover between the landing area and the lock, so let's get moving.
I hear something.
Don't let anything go to waste.
Open fire! How are you done?
The heck?
Watch my back!
You're gonna get yourself killed!
Using good ammo.
Wait, what was that? Put some fire on him!
Must have been the imagination.
Here we are. The place where Jasper Griggs laid the groundwork for finding the legacy and eventually the Crimson Fleet. The lock.
I'm ready.
Yeah, he needs to get this thing open, like, right now. It's freezing out here.
Then crank up your suit heat, Mathis, because it's probably not going to get much better once we are inside. All right, let's keep moving. Standing out here isn't doing us any good. This ID card cost a small fortune. Let's hope it pays off. We are in. Let's go. First time I have been inside this part of the lock, so keep your eyes open. See anything unusual, call it out. If it's hostile, take it down. Couldn't be simpler.
How many people did the UC stick down here, Dal?
A couple of hundred at least. Might not look like much, but it was better than trying to survive on the surface.
Much better. Even with the heating on, this place looks like a goddamn dump.
Now you know why the prisoners got fed up and looked to Griggs to lead them out of here.
And that's how the Crimson Fleet began. Yeah, we've all heard the story.
It's not a story, Mathis. It's history. Remember that. Now, keep your mouth shut and your eyes open. This must be where they registered the prisoners before transferring them to a cell block. Could you imagine being stuck under a ton of ice like this for the rest of your life?
Yeah, sure. Must have been awful. Better them than us, though, am I right?
Wait, shut up a second. Did you hear that?
Whoa, something's out there.
Must be a nest. I bet these things are crawling all over the place.
Yeah, and their buddies probably heard us firing from about 1 kilometer away. Hallelujah.
You're right.
Hey, how about that? Guess you're not so stupid after all.
Well, look at that. One firefight and the two of you become best buddies. Now let's see. Looks like we are inside some sort of prisoner transfer area, but everything is locked down tight. Since you are such good friends, why don't you and Mathis head up to that control room and see if you can get some more of these doors open?
Well, this is just great. The hell are we supposed to do now?
We stick to the plan.
The plan? Who gives a shit about the plan? Let's face it, we're on our own now.
Then we should continue to follow Delgado's orders.
Why? Because that's what his loyal little soldiers are supposed to do? The hell with that. I have a better plan. We use this opportunity to take out Delgado, and at the same time, make some serious credits for ourselves.
I'm not betraying Delgado.
Oh, come on. We're just a couple of rooks. When are we ever gonna have a chance like this again? Let's pretend for a second Delgado's correct, and there's information here about Crix's legacy. Once we get rid of him, we'll dig up the garbage ourselves and sell whatever we find to Neva. We'll be rolling in credits.
Not gonna happen.
Oh, fine. Suit yourself. You know, for a second there, I was almost starting to respect you. Now, let's find a way out of here. I guess that's one way through.
Is anyone there? Can either of you hear me? So the two of you made it, huh?
It was close, but we're one
Well,
more
brush
piece.
the dust off and listen up. We have obviously been cut off, so I need you to do two things. First, I want you to keep looking for a way to open the rest of the doors down here. Otherwise, I'm not going anywhere. And second, try and dig up whatever you can about Jasper Crix. You both got that?
We got it.
Yeah? You'd better. And tell Mathis not to get any bright ideas, or I will gut him myself.
Attention. Lockdown mode has been rescinded.
Open. Too advanced for me.
What's that over there?
Looks like there's a guard tower overlooking the cell block. We should check it out. So, have you changed your mind yet?
Quit bringing this up or you're gonna get us both killed.
Yeah, right. You saw it back there. Those things, whatever they were, they've probably ripped him to shreds by now. Did the job for us. And if they haven't, we can still handle the job. We just have to get our hands a little dirty. Wouldn't be the first time, am I right?
No way, Mathis. I'm not gonna be a part of your plan.
Of all the people to get trapped here with, why the hell did I get stuck with you, huh? Fine, have it your way. So, now that we've made it to the guard tower, what's our next move, genius?
Find a way out of the place and keep looking into the info on Crix.
Keep doing what we've been doing. Right. Glad I asked. I suppose we should start off by searching the tower for the location of Crix's cell. If he stashed any useful information, it might still be hidden somewhere inside.
Ooh, a cache in the cell D block.
Cell D03118. Okay. It's a place to start, I guess.
Pretty sure I got the other ones in the right spot. Where the fuck does this one go? Oh, right there. That means go to the other spot then. Wait. No, because that'll leave two. We have to go there somewhere. I got something else wrong. Can't go there. Over there. Over there. This is so weird. So if this is a 3, it can't go on the outside. Can't go there, maybe here. Okay, you go there. Oh, it's because this goes here. But that doesn't go there. Yeah, there's that. That's the part that sucks. I don't know. I don't know what goes on the outside, because this is like... Oh no, I'm bleeding. There's something else about it. Excuse the fuck out of you. Wow. Do I have to take the food tray? Nope. Thought there was something under it. Who else is in it? I got the ammo case, I got the stuff that was in there. I think there's something. Less teeth. Not too many teeth. Probably. Rare achievement. Another bug hunt. Eliminate 300 creatures. I think I've got more than that. Alright. I think that thing's locked up. So. V0226. Ways the cache. Where'd you get a damn machine gun? Unlock requires the control. So it's a different computer for over there? Yeah. Okay, so at least we're sure now. Maybe up there. Moralizing Tanto, which also has Dissembler, Good Against Robots, and Incendiary. Okay. This shit was a little higher more tech, but I don't demoralize though. I think that makes them run away. Looks like I told you to do this. Not that computer. What's this? I think we're supposed to be up here later. Wait, did we go backwards? Yeah, we did. Son of a bitch. And back in there. I want that cash, damn it. That's a power boost pack. There's not one with We're on one side. So maybe Chato? Doesn't work there. Not far enough. Maybe it goes on the bottom. And then this one. Here. So let's switch. I guess this has to go up top. And that means y'all go here.
How can these things live in this kind of cold? That's bullshit.
Computer and or switch. God, so. That's the room. But it doesn't have a switch like the other side. I really want the cash, and I'm gonna be mad when I find out, oh, it's right over here. Maybe it's below. Nope. Alright. Let's figure out the other side. Not hitting it. That's weird. I missed planes earlier though. Is this it? Requires key. Alright, fuck it. Just not gonna do much.
Today, I bumped into someone in the mess hall yapping about a ship carrying a fortune in credits. I know it's usually bullshit, but he seemed to have details. After striking up a conversation, I found out the ship was a Galbank transport named Legacy that went down in some remote system during the war. This is exactly the score I'd been waiting to find. I need to contact Carter to let him know it's time to get off this rock. He'll help the mining detail slip into the utility closet in the ventilation room. That's where we'll dig. Not up, but through. Right to the armory. Carter mentioned that security keeps rotating codes on
was right. Crix must have hit the Galbank transport and stashed away the money or something. Play this right. You can still enrich in no time.
Oh, that's the thing.
Okay, Carter. Confirming that the latest code to the utility room is 48611071. The mining crew tells me it'll take them a week to cut through the ice, so I'm giving you that long to square your end of the plan. When the tunnel reaches the armory, I'll get my people to start a riot. When you hear the fireworks go off, get your ass to the shuttle bay. We get one shot at this. If we play our cards right, this gets us one step closer to that fortune that went down with the legacy. You report any of this to the guards, well, you know what'll happen.
Yeah, but it was just fucking over.
Was this an armory? Looks like they cleared this place out.
Oh, they missed some ammo.
Well, well, what do we have here? Give me a sec. This ought to come in handy.
What you grab?
All right, let's keep moving.
awake, fucking Marthas. First time I seen that. Also gives you intimidation. Good.
Can't believe this is where the fleet started. It's history now. Blows me mind. I thought we were going to be doing something fun, like rob a bank or something. Looks like this was the warden's office. They built the office right next to the shuttle bay for quick escapes, I bet. Smart.
Elemental calibrated old elf rifle. Sea Furious, crippling, and that's a really good rifle.
I was about to give up. Use the intercom. We need to talk.
You can see us.
I hope you found something because I am getting sick and tired of this place.
I think we all are. I found information about Crix's legs. No thanks to Matthews. Nah, I'm not gonna say that. Nah, yeah, we don't say that.
Everyone said I was out of my mind, but something told me we'd find the answers down here. Looks like I picked the right person for the job.
Hey, what the hell? This is bullshit, Delgado. I helped plenty.
Is that Mathis? Tell him to shut up. I will deal with him later.
Shut up, Mathis.
Whatever.
Okay. Now, all we have to do is find a way off of this planet. Let me see. Here we go. I'm looking at schematics for the lock, and I don't think there's a way to get you back to the surface from there. But I can open the outer doors to the shuttle bay and let you fly one of the shuttles down there directly up to the key.
You got it, boss.
Good answer. You're learning fast. Okay. Let me see. One of these probably opens the door.
Shuttle bay activated. Initiating the ISO process. Please stand by.
Yup. It's got it. Might take a while, though. Those bay doors have not been opened in almost a century. You have done a hell of a job, Rook. We will talk when you get back to the key.
Why the hell did you lie to Delgado about me? You didn't do all this work alone.
Don't judge the subject. Haven't you been trying to kill him this whole time?
Hey, come on.
I was just looking out for both of us. I could have cut you out of the deal, but I didn't, right? Look, about all that killing Delgado stuff, why don't we just forget about everything that I said? You know, like it never happened.
Fine, but you're gonna owe me a huge favor.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry, I'm good for it. Now, let's get the heck out of here.
What's the other door? Oh, look. Is that for the go find the shit? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Monster. Bet my sword on this now, huh? Yeah, hope so. Pain.
apogee, surrounded by stars and the vastness of space. Air pressure, seals, ship integrity, all good. Docking is complete.
Nice. Can you get a moment? Can we talk?
Yes.
Hello, Captain.
We call UC Sysdef sharks, but to the fleet, they're just...
You looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
Shut up. I just want to go upstairs.
Smuggling beats a real job any day. Need a drink? Dog up the last Nova. We'll be more than happy to take.
There you are. The hell took you so long?
It's about time. I was about to fly down and loot your bodies.
Not now, neighbor. Well, you said you found something. Hand it over.
Here you go, boss.
That's it? Just one slate. After losing so much of our crew, it better be a map with a big red X on it. Well, I'll be damned. Legacy wasn't referring to Crix's fortune. It's the name of an actual ship. A Galbank transport probably loaded with credits.
Never heard any stories about a Gal Bank ship going down. And even if it had happened, it would have been picked clean years ago.
No, neighbor. Think. If Galbank covered it up, and over time, the location was eventually forgotten, it wouldn't be on anyone's radar. Okay, this changes things. Now that we know what we are looking for, we have to narrow the search.
So Legacy's real after all.
And the recording that you found proves that it is out there. All we have to do is find it. Let us start with what we know. It was a Galbank ship, which means the company is going to have records of where it went down. Neva, weren't you working on a deal with Rokov? Something about a big-wig charity event on one of Trident's starliners?
Are you serious? I've been working on that gig for 3 months. That's my score.
Ay, Dios mío. Will you shut up about your score and think for a second? That starliner has a Galbank VIP suite aboard, which means... Come on, Neva. This isn't hard.
Which means a Gal Bank exec will be aboard. We grab their credentials and get ourselves into the Gal Bank archives in New Atlantis. Holy shit, that might actually work. I'll send a message to Rokov right away.
Pack your bags, Rook. You're going on vacation. And since you've earned it, take this gun with you. Might come in handy when Rokov screws everything up as usual.
Ooh. Always wanted to do a deep space cruise.
Good, because that is exactly what you are going to be doing. Neva and I are too well known to walk around the Starliner without being recognized. If Trident security spotted us, it'd be over. I need you to board that ship, make contact with Rokov, and get me those credentials.
I'll get it done, boss.
You'd better. Oh, before you leave, I wanted you to know that I took what you said about Mathis into consideration, and I've decided to cut him from the fleet.
Honestly, I'm surprised he made it off Suvorov in one piece.
I think you've made the right decision,
We'll
boss.
see. That's it then. Next stop for you is Rokov Starliner, the Siren of the Stars. And remember, Rokov does not need to know anything about Grix's legacy. For now, it's just between us. Now get out of here.
Hey, Rook, before you head out, I need to have a word with you. Meet me at the last Nova after you wrap things up with Mathis.
This?
Hey, I want to talk to you. Thanks to you, Delgado's cutting me from the fleet. Well, you know what? You better get your own fleet, because I'm coming after you.
Would you have preferred I tell Delgado about your little plot to kill him?
Oh, I see. You think you're some kind of big shot, is that it? Gonna show poor Mathis a little mercy now that you're Delgado's best buddy, yeah? Well, guess what? Your generosity is getting me kicked off the key. And that means you better watch your back.
Aw, you stayed here to say goodbye.
I stayed to give you a message that you better start looking over your shoulder. You'll never know when I'll be right behind you, ready to pull the trigger.
I'm gonna miss you, little guy. With all your venom and half-baked ideas. Bring it in. Hug?
Now get the hell out of me way!
Out of curiosity. What?
I knew we shouldn't trust you!
Yeah, okay. I didn't think so. Did not think you could do that and just be fine. That's what quick save is for. So he's coming back later, probably. Alright, we'll talk to Neva, and then I'll call it after that, because I gotta get ready to get my son. And chill for a bit. I'll be back on later.
I got sorted.
Soon.
I ain't gonna lie, the bar's cool.
There you are. All right, look. I've been lining up a score with that asshole roll call on the Siren of the Stars for months. I'm not about to let a payday slip through my fingers. So guess what? You're gonna finish the job for me.
My friend's got a point, Bug. Every pirate in this joint comes to the Nova for a drink.
It would help if I knew what you were talking
I'm
about.
about to tell you, so shut up and listen. Rokov's been tipping me off about some kind of bullshit charity event that the Siren of the Stars is hosting. At the event, they're gonna give away something called Earth Savior Award, which is worth tens of thousands of credits. So it's simple. While you're on the Siren, swiping those gal-bait credentials, I want you to grab that award and bring it to me.
Blow your head off and serve the guts as sushi. Now, buy a drink or get the
How's an award worth so much money?
From the pictures I've seen, the award is set with 12 blue diamonds and covered in gold filigree. If I get Jazz to take it apart, I can turn it into a hell of a lot of cash. And best of all, the components become untraceable.
Out of curiosity, does the Gale Bank executive I'm looking for have anything to do with the war?
No. Dombrowski's only aboard to use the Gal Bank VIP suite, so he can catch a free ride at the company's expense. I'm sure he'll be there partying with the other spoiled brats. I guarantee he doesn't give a crap about what's going on at the event.
I'd rather really focus on Chris's things.
And I'd prefer to have the money that award's worth in my account. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. Look, you can make all the jokes and excuses you want. But if you don't come back with the ES award, I'm gonna deduct it from your pay. Either way, I get my money. How much you walk away with is in your own hands. Got it?
So if we want to see any juice at the end, we gotta play ball. Message received.
I'll get your damn trophy.
Then it's settled. Good. All right, Rook, we're done here. Now, get your ass to the Siren and bring me my goods.
Why do I keep calling Rook?
Because that's exactly what you are. A rookie, a newbie, fresh meat. Beneath all of that inexperience, I'm sure you have an actual name. But honestly, no one gives a damn. So get used to hearing that word Until you earn your stripes, you're a rook to everyone in the fleet. Stay sharp,
When
Rook.
that time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
Got mixed feelings about my last job. On the one hand, I lost a friend. On the other hand, I have regrets. I'll probably feel better once I spend it with you.
I'm dying for a big score.
Out of curiosity. Yeah, I'm about to say.
Big enough to explode that.
I have time to do that, so.
Jump complete. Want to do it again, just for fun? No. Seals are locked and we are docked.
Lord Green, ready for what comes next. Can we talk?
Hi.
I'd appreciate your advice.
I attempted
After our last talk, my eyes feel a little more at peace, a little more whole. Cora's grandpa, good old Jacob, well, he just will not stop pestering me to see Cora, and that's complicated.
You don't talk about much about your father.
He is not my favorite topic of conversation. My early years, they weren't good. My mother died when I was 7. Some people have such strong memories from their early life. Me, I mean, I remember her. I have some pictures. I remember the feelings, but just a few clear memories.
Sorry to hear about your mom.
Oh, it's all right. It's ancient history. So, Jacob raised me on his own, and shit, maybe I don't give him enough credit. I mean, I know how tough it is, but he was strict, hard. Dad was a longtime civil servant, a big man in government, and he had a future all laid out for me. Man, could he get his hooks into you. He was scary good at that.
Yeah, let me guess, that future wasn't for you.
You know me too well. But I tried. I felt the weight of legacy. I wanted to do him proud. He said I had to learn the business, run some freight, see how credits flow, speak the language. Meanwhile, he's working some angle for a government job for me after. That sounded even more miserable than what I was doing.
You could have asked what you really wanted.
I know, right? Even after I was with the Rangers, Dad was just always needling, angling for me to join the government. But by then I knew myself more, and I could stand up to him. And Lillian, well, she helped. If I let Jacob into Cora's life, he'll dream up some big future for her and tie her into knots like he did with me. The man could teach a master class in manipulation.
If he does anything like that, I'm sure you'd shut it down fast.
Well, like you said, I've taken a lot of hard knocks, learned a thing or two. Yeah, I might be able to make sure Jacob stays a good, doting granddad. Or else, I guess I got more to think about.
Yes, you did.
You met Archangel? That guy's a real cocky bastard. Glad he's on our side now.
Who is Archangel? Is Garrus here? Bro, where Garrus at? Wouldn't it be awesome if his voice were the same?
Hello.
Garrus. I need to find him out. Where is
Heard
Archangel?
you boarded the key. I can't imagine what state the pirates are in.
Can't even go that way.
I bet operations on the key are a clown show. I saw one of the ensigns get an Alpha
Well,
Centauri from Officer Petrosian the other day.
check out.
Man
That's
takes his job very
good.
seriously.
Given your
I'll
age,
have to walk
it looks
around and
like
figure out, oh, yo, maybe I can buy weapons here and shit.
Word is the fleet has you chasing ghosts on Suvorov. There's one thing spookier.
Yo, back. So how did it go?
successfully infiltrated the fleet. Confident this plan is going to work.
Then things are moving forward. Perfect.
Nice job, Rook.
I was certain we'd fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter. Did you discover anything worth reporting yet?
They're all searching for a Galbank ship named Legacy that was carrying some type of lost fortune.
Legacy. Why does that sound familiar? Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Crix's legacy?
You're kidding. Crix's legacy. I always wondered if that damn thing was real.
Judging from the fact that this data involves both Crix and legacy, I'd say it's as real as it gets, Ranger Cole.
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause.
Story or not, Delgado believes is real.
Well, let's find out if Delgado's chasing ghosts, or he's smarter than we suspect. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Galbank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think Delgado's trying to manipulate you. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Galbank is hiding something. Delgado's no fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, then he must be onto something. We have to take this seriously. What's your next move?
I was supposed to board a Starliner to steal the Galbank archive credentials.
Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Galbank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that's good enough for now. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Crix was clever. For some reason, he never got there.
Shouldn't I put a stop to this by just killing
And let
Delgado?
Neva Mora take his place? Or Shinya Voss? Or any one of a number of pirates already gunning for his position? No. The solution is to stick to the undercover operation and determine how much of this is truly a credible threat.
Then I'll proceed as planned, sir.
It's imperative that you do. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous for the settled systems. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God's sake, don't kill anyone on that Starliner. You're both dismissed.
Alright guys, get out of here. Go do some fun stuff. I'll be back on later and finish up this quest line. It's pretty damn good so far. I like it a lot. Hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Legend Greatness, strive for greatness in everything you guys do. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!